Hey everyone, in this video we're going to show you how to draw a man gesturing. So grab your pencils and let's get drawing. This is a figure drawing, as you can see. What we'll do is from a side angle show this person kind of with one arm out, one hand in the pocket. I'm going to go a little slower this time and really go through each step of the process. And in doing so, I'm going to start with the head at the top, and what we'll do is we'll just start to do the entire body. So what we'll have is we'll have the head, we'll have the neck, torso, down over here, hand in pocket, we'll go down to leg, we'll go down to knee and foot. So this is going to be kind of the rough posture and positioning. Hand will be out over here and out and hand over here. The reason I did that is just so I don't run out of room on the page, just for my own knowledge as well. So up with the head, what you want to do is just get the head on a tilt. So let's get this over a bit more, and we'll go around and we'll go back. If we're going to go back, we're essentially going to go down and back on the neck. So kind of neck, head will kind of go out just a bit more. Let's see if we can clean that up. I was trying to go a little darker because sometimes in the videos I try to go dark just so that when I upload them to YouTube they look a lot better. But sometimes the darker pencils are really hard to kind of start with. So I'm going to start with a bit of a lighter pencil, and hopefully you can still see that okay. Over here you want to get the kind of the jaw showing, right? So how do you show that jaw? Maybe just get this line going up like that, and you want to get the kind of the line of the head like that. So the head is kind of sideways, looking towards you, tilted down. These are all realistic features of this drawing. And if the head is here, the neck will kind of be back here. So hopefully you see that, okay? The other part of the neck will probably be right over here. And if we need to fix up the neck later, we will. So keep the head there nice and round. Now from the neck and the head, what you might want to do is just get the torso drawn. So the torso, as I started to show you, is here. We'll kind of go down all the way to here, and the back will go like this, and then back with the lower back, right? So it's kind of a kidney-like shape. I don't know if you see that. So you have that right there. Bit of a curved part of the body, so we can draw a curve. Sometimes drawing those curves helps show the 3D effect of the figure drawing, so you're welcome to do that. Okay. Now, if we kind of continue this down, we'll have the buttocks over here, and we'll erase this lighter drawing lines over here. Okay. And then we will get the leg drawn. So from here, the leg will probably come down just like that, down to the knee, and over here, the leg will come down as well, down to the knee, and we're going to do that like that. So if that is the one leg, you might be wondering, where's the other leg? Well, the other leg probably sits right over here and comes back. So that's how we're going to draw it. The knee will be right over here, and we'll do that with a circle. So if that is the knee, the back will protrude out, kind of in the calf position naturally, and then down like this. So we kind of have calf down over here, and we'll kind of go down to foot, right? Down over here, cross, just like that. And over here, the back, you have the other knee is just a little bit higher. But again, you have that calf muscle back over here, and the other part of the foot probably just goes like this. That's too thin, so we're gonna fix that. We'll go back down, and we'll kind of just hook it in like that. Now, we have to look at that and ask ourselves if that's realistic. If it is, great. If not, let's fix it up. We'll do some editing on the fly. I think that this would probably look better if we could just get this just looking a little more like the buttock. So we'll get this, we'll get that a little more realistic. Okay. So now we're looking at a back leg that's a little more realistic, and I think this could even go in just a tiny bit. So I think we're looking better already. How are you doing, by the way? Are you drawing or watching? Either way, let us know. We'd love to have you as a subscriber of the channel, of course. We'd like to have you on board, watching videos and all that good stuff. So over here, there is going to be a shoulder right over here. And if there's a shoulder, there's an arm. And we'll draw this going down like this. The other part of the arm will probably go like this. So you'll have the elbow kind of over here. And over here you'll have that pocket. So does that look okay? What do you think? I think it's okay. Let's just make sure it looks okay. Over here, you might have a bicep, shoulder, just like that. So let's make sure we're okay with that. I think we're looking okay. So we'll work with that. If we need to fix anything up after, we will. The other part of the arm, sorry, is actually going to come out just over here with a bicep and elbow over here. Okay. In that case, this will go up and over, and this will go up and over like that. And the hand will basically sit over here. I think this arm is way too big, so might as well fix it now than later. Okay. So fix that, fix that. And then the hand will kind of sit in this position where you have the hand probably like 1, 2, 3, and then you kind of have finger, finger, and over here we have thumb, thumb, like that. So in a figure drawing, you don't really draw the hand with such detail. It's kind of sitting in a way that's abstract, right? I don't know if you saw that one there. That was like three fingers, but that's meant to be that way. So I'm gonna fix that because I think that looked a little odd. I think we're just gonna go 1, 2, over, back up and over, and then over here we'll go just up and thumb back like that. So I think that's looking a little more realistic. One thing that's kind of looking a little off to me is maybe the size of this arm. I think this one should be bigger, and all I have to do is get the muscles just drawn a little bit bigger over here, and that looks better. So that's what we want to do. I think the elbow should be bigger and kind of in line with what we have over there. If you're concerned that this is looking a little off, that's fine. We can just make that adjustment as we need to. And if the hand is a little off as well, you can also just easily just kind of change that up as well. So yeah, at this point we want to look at, like, you know, how are we doing and how do things look, and is there anything we need to adjust? And that's obviously the last part of this drawing. And you can see I'm also just trying to fix up the forearm, right? That forearm that sits there. We want to also clean that up. The thumb is too long. The thumb, you might want to just clean that up, and if you want, you can do that. You can also put another line showing the hand there as well. So we can do that, and then typically the wrist is straight, so you don't want that curvature that was showing there. So let's do that. Okay. And yeah, just, you know, from an overall perspective, we want to look at what we have, and does everything look okay? Is there anything that kind of looks like it's a bit off? And if so, how can we fix that? Sometimes with muscular legs, you have this kind of muscle that sits over here. So you can do that. The back is a little more flat. The buttocks over here, I think, is a little too flat as well. So this could kind of go just ever so slightly, right? Notice how subtle that was? Really, really subtle on what we have. The calves look pretty good. I think this foot should be a little more pointy, so we might want to just get that foot looking a little more pointy, but don't impact the other foot either. That's the tricky part as well. Okay, so I think this is too high, so we're going to go down. We're going to Gonna go like that, just to kind of clean that up. And that's looking better as well. So yeah, we're just basically kind of going through all this, like what looks good, what doesn't, how can we fix it? These are all things that we're working on the drawing. So the other arm that's over here, we know comes from the shoulder and typically has this bicep-like piece over here. So we want to make sure that we represent that without it being too overpowering. So I think that's looking a lot better. I still think the hand is off, and I'm not gonna just accept that unless I'm happy with it. So if that's the case, we might want to just say, hey, here's the forearm. The hand is gonna go over here and go like, well, even still should be shorter. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and we'll go back, 1, back, and over. Over here we'll go up and over like that, and kind of show the hand like that. So if we can do that, it might look a little better if we can go, and that thumb is obviously looking like a finger, so you want to just change that. So you can see that small change made a huge difference on the drawing, and obviously looking a lot better. So at this point we kind of look at what we have and say, you know, how are we doing? What can we do better? You might want to draw this pocket over here if you want. So hand in pocket, that's fine. And then what we do is just look at what we have and see if we can clean this up. So I won't speed this part up, I'll just take you through each process, but I typically like to take a nice marker and go through each part of the drawing just to show you that visually it looks a lot better if you can get the marker drawn. So if you are doing this, I would challenge you to say that this is obviously like a great kind of way to get your drawing done, is grab a marker. I like the fine point. Does not have to be the Sharpie brand, but any fine point marker works really well. And what I do is I just go around the drawing, and at this point, if there's anything that I see that's off, now is the time for me to adjust with the marker. So if a foot is too big and I want to change it, all I have to do is bring it in and make that change. Or with any part of this drawing, to be honest with you. So if there's anything on this drawing that looks a little off, now's the time to do it. Okay, so we'll go up here, we'll go up over here as well, and then kind of average torso shape there as well. And then with the arm over here, you might want to just go over, and there you go. Head is over here, neck goes up, and over here you have the head, as we said in the beginning, kind of in a forward tilt jaw over here pose. So purposely doing it this way. Hand in pocket, kind of the body's over here. So I would say we're looking pretty good. I think we'll probably end it off at this point. Just make sure the foot is level. I think we went a little high over there, but that's fine. It's a learning process, isn't it? So this is what we call a man gesturing figure drawing. Basically one hand out, hand in pocket, looking towards you from the side. Hopefully you really enjoyed that video. I sure did. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.